The following bout to go a distance of 3 rounds of 2 minutes in the super middleweight division. Amateur rules, and your referee in charge of the action at the bell is Andrew Mailer. Introducing to you first, he'll be fighting out of the blue corner. 20 years old, he stands 1.83 meters tall. He weighed in at 73.9 kilograms. Making his amateur debut, fighting out of Iron Tiger, representing the country of Libya. Please welcome Ahmed Mito Alghariani. And his opponent will be fighting out of the red corner at 31 years old, standing 1.82 meters tall. He weighed in at 74.9 kilograms. Making his amateur debut, he is trained out of Thaiholics, fighting out of Cape Town, South Africa. Please welcome Richard Hazelden.
Fighters to the center.
So here we go. It's bout number 3.
Gentlemen.
The sizes of the gentlemen are getting a little bit bigger, and the punches are going to start hurting a little bit more. And here we have Alghariani. He fights out of Libya, another one of the Libyan stable, and he is trained by Lamine Souya, one of the stars on the African continent right now in the sport of Muay Thai. He fought at TFP 1. Here's his protege, TFP 2, Alghariani, making his debut under amateur rules, and Richard Hazelden. He worked behind the scenes here for us in production at TFP 1. Here he is in the middle, in the center, on the stage, TFP 2, making his debut. Stylistically, what kind of things are we going to be looking for here? Alghariani seemingly having the height advantage. Hazelden, don't know much about him in terms of his amateur experience, obviously making his debut. He's had a lot of gym fights.
Yeah, I guess that's for me to answer. Yeah, so Richard also, he considers himself more of an esports kid than an actual sporty guy. But in the gym, always game, puts his head down, does the work, and he's also not afraid to tussle with the big boys. So I just said to him tonight as well, try not to do your usual, try not to get it, that's the point, but he can take it. Heart of a lion.
I think we're going to see a very aggressive Alghariani and a more technical approach from his opponent. But let's see.
Head guards are off, so the stakes are instantly raised. Alghariani starting off very strongly, landing those kicks to the upper thigh of Hazelden. Hazelden not being deterred though. He's standing in the pocket. He's trading his own.
He landed a nice right hand.
You know, even with those shin pads on, Hazelden gets thumped with a big left hook. Paying for keeping his hands down, as Carl Bergman pointed out.
He needs to tie him up and stay in this clinch a little bit longer to recover. He got tagged with a big right hand.
Fight! Let's fight!
Richard needs to keep some space, maybe using a teep to keep him away. Right now he's allowing Ahmed to get in too close too quickly.
You know, he drops his right hand. It opens the door for Alghariani's left hook. You know, the pavement is being laid there for a late knockout. If Hazelden is not careful, he's going to catch something big.
There's a little bit of swelling and redness on Hazelden already. Shows that Ahmed's got some big power.
Fight!
Let's see if he can keep up this power for 3 rounds though.
And you know the power game is going to be trained into Alghariani by his coach Lamine Souya, who is a power fighter. Hazelden gets cracked with another left hook.
I like the way he's going to the head and to the body afterwards, hitting the head and attacking the legs, but that was a great sweep counter. Hazelden staying in this fight.
He's hanging tough, that's for sure. He's got to tie up and get his senses back as he gets his legs taken out from underneath him by Mito Alghariani.
There's 15 seconds left. Let's hope that this fight can go to the second round. I'd like to see what Hazelden brings out in the second round.
We should get a second round out here, and Hazelden's face is starting to look a little bit marked up. Alghariani shaking his head, keeps moving forward.
Stop!
The big question is if Ahmed can keep his cardio going through the second and third round, or if he's going to be throwing all those power shots right the way through and maybe make himself gas out a little bit.
So, judge in charge here, Carl Bergman, trying to take back that bag of peanuts from Michael Menemini, who's got it firmly on his side of the table. Carl, opening first round, what did you see?
Yeah, I think we definitely saw Alghariani doing a lot more of the damage there, landing some big, clean strikes. But as I said, you know, we saw Richard get rattled there, but he kept his game faced on and actually came back. He landed some strikes of his own. I see Alghariani breathing some big, deep breaths. So, as Michael was saying, we'll see if he has the cardio, the gas tank to keep going like that.
And now the job that you're employed to do, who are you giving that round to?
Yeah, definitely to Alghariani, that one.
Right, so we at the table here informally have Alghariani 1 round up. You know, we had a little chat with Alghariani yesterday, Carl, you and I, and we got some pretty cool information out of him. He made his way to Cape Town 2 years ago just to learn how to speak English, also to learn how to be a pilot. And what happened? Stopped learning speaking English, started doing Muay Thai, and became a model. So there you go. Cape Town injected itself in on the kid.
Yeah, he'll be flying around if he's modeling things. He won't be flying the plane himself.
Here we go, round number 2. Alghariani swinging and missing. Hazelden making him miss, staying out of range. But he's got to keep that right hand up again. It's kind of near his pocket as though he's going to fish his car keys out. He can't afford to do that against the power puncher like Ahmed Alghariani.
I'd like to see Hazelden throw his right hand straight down the middle. He had good success with it early in the first round. And it tilted the head back a bit. Let's see if he can do it again.
Yeah, I agree. You know, Alghariani is not immune to also dropping his own right hand. You know, Hazelden has it there to make the counter as he tries to make something work in the center of the ring.
And he is landing a lot of strikes. Those leg kicks are clean. And from a judge's perspective, that points that you can't.
Alghariani
There's the right hand again.
Stop in with the frontal stomp, that leg kick.
Hazelden has got a jaw on him, I tell you that much. He can take punishment, this kid.
The legs come together in the middle, crack is all we hear around the arena. Hazelden takes another left hook.
Fight.
The big right hand was trying to be thrown in there by Alghariani. It came up just short. Hazelden staying out of range, but you could see
The lead. Sorry, Devin, I got a bit excited when I saw the redness on the lead leg of Ahmed there. Those leg kicks are definitely landing.
Yeah, you know, we're focused, or I'm focused on the work upstairs. There's a lot of work going on downstairs by Hazelden, and this crowd has become a lot more animated, the small crowd that we have here. It's just basically the people who work in the event, and of course the corner of Alghariani spurring their fighter on.
Yeah, the body language of Ahmed is not looking good right now. I think Hazelden can come forward nicely. He can put him a little bit of pressure. This is a much closer round than the first one.
Yeah, I think Hazelden's done enough to possibly shade this round. Carl Bergman, what did you see?
I agree. I think both fighters landed some good strikes there, but like I said, you know, you can't in that cumulative work. So he's putting in all the shots, he's landing cleanly, and that's what the judges should be looking at. So I gave that one 10-9 to Richard.
So we are set up here for a pulsating third round with the potential to go to a fourth round tiebreaker. You know, it's still amateur rules. We're still playing by those rules. Right now, here at the table, commentary, we got it one apiece going into the third. And of course, we have a longer break here in Muay Thai than what we'd have in boxing, what we'd have in MMA in terms of the rounds. Is it two
Devin,
minutes?
that's only for pros.
Is that only for pros? Right.
Amateurs get stuck with 1 minute recovery. Pros, there's a lot more violence. There's a lot more devastation with the bone on bone action. No protective padding, elbows to the skull. So there's sometimes a lot more time needed to stop those cuts so the fights can go on.
Seconds up.
How many Q-tips
Go,
are you
guys, let's
packing to a pro Muay Thai fight with you, Michael?
He's rifle station.
At least two
He's
per
rifle
round, bro.
station.
At least two per round.
Also, just watching the body language, Alghariani, you know, his head's looking a little bit low, but that's when sometimes when you switch it up and Richard's looking like he's keen to get this round started. Big breath there from Alghariani. Let's see how this one goes.
The fatigue is certainly setting in. We're doing some housework though over there in the corner of Alghariani. Just making sure that it's nice and dry. You know, it's not only this fight that's effective, but the rest of them on the fight card, obviously. We don't want the guys falling over, turning an ankle just for something silly, like having water in the corner.
Well, I think that was definitely a ploy by the corner to give him more time to recover because there was nothing on that floor. They got the trays in the corner. I think there was some sneaky tactics there in the
And it
corner.
seems to have worked. He's coming out with a flurry.
I was being blissfully ignorant, trying to be nice. You guys called me out on that, and yeah, I kind of think that myself. But of course, I've got to remain a neutral here. Alghariani came out smoking as soon as that bell rang.
I think whoever puts a stamp on this round is going to win this fight.
Hazelden getting stuck in. It's an elbow in the face as they take up a dirty clinch.
Break. Shot.
Like to see the guys working a bit more in the clinch. You know, a lot of the times you tie up and you just stand there, but that's counting.
Hazelden's head pinged back twice, right hands landing. Now both guys starting to look a bit more fatigued, but it seems like Alghariani is still carrying on the higher volume of work.
Big sweep. Hopefully the judges are counting that as a big point there.
As I say that, Hazelden shuts me up. He puts Alghariani on the floor.
Hazelden's got amazing heart. He's tough as nails, I tell you what. It's a tribute to what the guys at Thaiholics are doing.
100%.
Those arms are still low, you know, he's still there to be had in terms of eating left hooks and right hands, but he's hanging tough,
And he also,
showing the heart.
he also seems to be the more aware fighter. He's not just going in and throwing, he's actually watching what his opponent's doing.
I know you say that, but you know, he kind of gives the impression that he's not. He looks like his head is just lazily wobbling on top of his shoulders, but yeah, he's switched on.
Yeah, for sure.
Even though he came out to the theme music, Dr. Green Thumb by Cypress Hill. That's about gardening, Michael, if you need to know.
I'm a good gardener myself.
Spinning elbow from Hazelden late in the fight. 6 seconds to go.
putting it on.
I definitely want to be a judge scoring this one. This is too close for comfort.
Well done, guys.
Bergman, are we going to see a tiebreaker or you got a winner for us?
Well,
Well done, guys. That was
I
beautiful.
thought that Richard did a little bit more work there, landed a bit more strikes. I felt like Alghariani was just coming in and trying to clinch up. He was trying to throw big shots, but they weren't necessarily effective. But we'll see what the judges have to say about this now. I give that again a 10-9 round to Richard Hazelden.
Very nice, buddy.
Let's see if those bag of peanuts are safe.
Well done. Fighters to the center. Come. Let's go, guys. Let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, 3 rounds in the can, and we go to the judges' scorecards with a split decision. Your judges have scored your split decision winner, fighting out of Cape Town and Thaiholics, Richard